Every home carries a story. From the outside, everything looks perfect: a white fence, a green lawn, kids laughing in the yard. But behind the walls, there are secrets that only the people inside know. This is the story of the Miller family from Ohio. Daniel Miller and his wife, Emily, were known in their neighborhood as the picture-perfect couple. They had two beautiful children, a son named Ethan and a daughter named Grace. Every Sunday they went to church. Every summer they hosted barbecues in their backyard. To the world, they were the American dream. But behind Emily's smile was a darkness she had carried for years. At night, when everyone was asleep, Emily would sit alone, holding an old photograph of her little brother Matthew. Her mind would drift back to when she was just 9 years old. She and Matthew had been playing cowboys. Laughing, she tied a rope loosely around his neck, pretending it was part of the game. But she pulled too tight. Matthew struggled, gasped for air, and before anyone could help, he was gone. That day shattered her life. Her parents never forgave her. In their eyes, she was the reason their son had died. Years passed, but the silence, the rejection, and the guilt followed her everywhere. Even after marriage, even after becoming a mother, she never told Daniel about her past. She feared he would see her the same way her parents did. Sometimes, when she looked at her son Ethan, tears would pour down her face. "I don't deserve to be a mother," she whispered to herself. Daniel would ask gently, "Emily, what's wrong?" And she would smile weakly and say, "I'm fine." One night, the weight became too heavy. Emily collapsed on the kitchen floor, clutching Matthew's photo in her hands. Daniel found her sobbing uncontrollably. And that night, for the first time, she told him the truth. Her voice shook. "Daniel, I killed my brother. I was just a child. But it was my fault. My parents never forgave me. And I can never forgive myself." Daniel's eyes filled with tears. But he held her tightly and said, "Emily, you are only a child. It was a tragic accident. You can't keep punishing yourself forever. You don't have to carry this burden alone anymore." Daniel knew Emily could never heal until she faced her past. So he made a decision: they would visit her parents. The drive was quiet, heavy with fear. Emily's hands shook as she knocked on the familiar door she hadn't walked through in years. Her parents opened it. Older now, their faces lined with sorrow. For a long moment, no one spoke. Then Emily fell to her knees, crying, "Mom, Dad, I am so sorry. I never wanted it to happen. I have carried this guilt every day of my life. Please forgive me." Silence filled the air. Her parents' eyes glistened with tears. Then Emily's mother broke down, rushed forward, and wrapped her arms around her daughter. "We lost Matthew, but we don't want to lose you too. We were wrong to push you away. You were just a child. We forgive you." Her father placed his hand gently on her shoulder and whispered, "Let the past go. We love you, Emily. We forgive you." Emily wept in their arms like a child. For the first time in decades, her heart felt light. The chains of guilt that had bound her for so long finally broke. That evening, the Miller family sat at the dinner table with Emily's parents. Laughter filled the room where silence had lived for years. Grace, their little daughter, looked around with wide eyes and asked, "Mommy, why are you crying if you're happy?" Emily smiled through her tears and replied softly, "Because sometimes the heaviest pain turns into the most beautiful blessing. When love and forgiveness win." From that day forward, Emily lived free. Her past no longer defined her. Her family was whole again, and her heart finally knew peace. Moral of the story: we all carry mistakes, regrets, and secrets. But forgiveness has the power to heal even the deepest wounds. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is forgive and allow yourself to be forgiven.